I wish someone would have told me. No, I didn't. Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. It is currently 3:27 p.m. and I don't know why, but starting a vlog anytime but morning feels so wrong. Like, it just feels so right to just be starting the vlog as I start my day, but I have just had kind of a crazy one of just balancing decor and work and just all of it. If you know, you know. I feel like, okay, I say that expression way too many times, if you know, you know. That's just my way of not explaining things. I'm just if you know, you know. If you don't, it's fine. But I am going to be doing a little bit of a workout, which another thing that feels wrong. I'm one of those people, I'm just a morning person. I like starting my vlogs in the morning. I like working out in the morning, but and I this is not something that I want to last forever. But working out in the morning is hard, just with decor and then pumping, if you know. I almost just said it. But if you're a pumping mom, you know, you wake up very, very full. I need to pump right away. And so it's just this whole thing. And next thing I know, the morning went by. And so I have been doing a lot of afternoon workouts, which I'm so grateful for. My mom is currently upstairs watching Decker. That's just what works for my schedule. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. I'm tired right now. I don't have as much of a go-getter attitude mid-afternoon. Not only that, one of the reasons I love morning workouts is they set my day up for success. I feel so good going about my day. And anyway, I'm starting out this vlog complaining. That's not the point. I just wanted to say hello, about to get in a workout. I actually think I'm doing one of my train wheel workouts. I might substitute one of the moves that has me walking on the treadmill. I might go for a little outdoor run because it is so nice out. 72 degrees right now. Oh my goodness. And I really want to take advantage of this weather. I'm taking it so easy with that run because my first run back after having Decker, I really hurt myself. I mean, I pushed myself way too hard, but here's the thing, it wasn't hard at all. In my head, I had been running for 3 minutes. I'm Clancy, you cannot stop running after 3 minutes. It's so embarrassing. I needed to stop running after 3 minutes. My knees were not feeling it, ended up hurting my meniscus. So I'm just taking it so easy. If after 3 minutes I want to go for a walk instead, cool. That's just how it's going to be. So let's do this, even though I really don't feel like it. Do you see what I see? This is why I'm a very happy person right now. We have been struggling like no other when it comes to dinner, where we are either eating out or just eating the same 2 or 3 things on repeat. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, it's just been the struggle bus, but our Hungry Root is in, and there's no better feeling because I just know the next 5 nights, we're good. We're gonna be having gourmet style meals. They're gonna taste good, easy to cook. I'm not gonna lie, I already broke into the package a little bit because I had a couple of snacks I wanted to check out. But you guys know this is the online grocery store / meal delivery service that we are obsessed with. I'm so grateful I get to partner with them on my videos because they have been the biggest life hack for us ever. We were using it before Decker, but now with Decker in the mix, dinner time, it's just the biggest struggle. And Hungry Root just makes everything so much more simple, and it makes us actually enjoy dinner. Not to mention, feel good while doing it. Obviously when we eat out in the moment, I'm enjoying takeout. I'm not going to say I don't, but 1, our bank accounts don't like us, and 2, don't feel good doing it. The amount of sodium and just all of the other things in takeout, obviously not the best. But with Hungry Root, as soon as you sign up, you will take a quiz and it'll get to know you. You'll be able to say everything from if you have any allergies, any foods you want to avoid, do you want to be gluten-free, dairy-free, do you tend to like Italian type meals or maybe Mexican, all different types of foods, and they will recommend you foods based on what you said. And by the way, you could click X to all of them and be like, nah, I want to choose my own meals. I believe they have over 2,000 recipes to choose from. The ingredients are always so good. I love the brands they go with. For example, this is just a good example, from the ground up. This is a classic snack. Actually, definitely gonna be having that tonight. I also thought these looked interesting. So yeah, it's a grocery store, you can pick up items, but it's also a meal delivery service. So I think tonight I'm going to be doing, let's do the fajita chicken Mexican rice bowl. That sounds really good. First bite on camera. Cheers. Always so freaking good.
A+ as always.
Like, look at this. I feel like this is something you'd get at a restaurant, and it literally took me 10 minutes to make. It's easy, it doesn't take a lot of time, super healthy meals, and obviously, in case you're wondering why we're sitting here like all awkwardly, the man of the hour is in front of us, so our dinners do look a little bit different lately, but this has just been absolutely saving us. So if you guys want to give this a try, I'm gonna have a QR code on the screen as well as a link below, and you can use the code ClancyBurke for 40% off your first box, and you'll also get a free gift for life in every single box after. We cannot say enough good things about this. In an ideal world, I would be head on the pillow, eyes shut, 9 p.m. sharp, but it's not an ideal world. 9:47, and here we are, and that's because like it's so hard. It's like I either have to choose between sleep or time to myself, and both are so precious. But time to myself, like I need a little something, because that is one thing since being a mom, like the amount of time you get to yourself, like it's non-existent. And the time that you do get to yourself, it's not like how it was. Like it's not like careless time to yourself. Like you're doing something. You're either working, or you're doing laundry, or you're washing bottles. Like there's very, very, very little just like relaxation. But ever since we started putting Decker to bed earlier and he gets, to sleep in his own room, it has been a game changer to just get like an hour at night, or even sometimes 2 hours. I'm trying to think, like depending on how long it takes to put Decker down, of just me and Zach watching a TV show, which, oh my God, guys. Oh, Zach took a tumble tonight while I was putting Decker, like before bath, or no, it was after bath when I was like changing him. He was just walking with all of the bath supplies upstairs. I hear the most horrible thud and scream. He fell directly on well, you could probably see it, like on our bath ring thing. His face smashed into it. We'll have to see if he has a black eye tomorrow. Yeah, so that was an interesting thing tonight. But yeah, it's nice to get that like alone time, because we start Decker's bedtime at like 7 p.m. That's when I start with the bath. Although right now I'm pushing it all a little far back, just because we're still trying to like get in the swing of things after daylight saving, because I didn't want it to be too abrupt for him. But if we started at 7 p.m., he will be asleep anywhere from 7:45 to 9. It just like all depends how hard it is to put him down that night. It varies greatly. And then he will be up on a good night only twice throughout the night. On a bad night, as many as 4 or 5 times. I'll be asleep and I'll hear the baby monitor, like the crying. And as far as I know, it could be any time. It could be 5 minutes after I fell asleep or 5 hours. And it's always like that moment of truth when like I click my phone and I'm like, please tell me it's like at least 2 or 3 a.m. Which last night I actually really lucked out. He was only up twice. So anyway, my point being, I lately have been choosing more alone time over sleep. It's just, I need it for my brain to like just reset and just like function. And I know that the sleep will come eventually. I just like crave, like just give me a 9-hour stretch. Okay, that's greedy. Give me 7 or 8 hours of just like REM sleep. Like, oh, it just sounds so good. But honestly, it could be way worse. And just getting like a few hour stretches at night is honestly really heavenly. Don't mind this bassinet. I just don't have the energy or the time or anything to take it apart. That'll happen one day. But I actually am back to sleeping with my pregnancy pillow. The chiropractor recommended it because it's nice to be able to like wrap your leg around something to relieve any like stress in your back. Obviously a body pillow would work fine, but I already had this, so this is back. It's annoying to like fit in the bed, but it is really nice. Guys, it's currently 64 degrees. We're getting to a high of 71 today. So obviously we're getting out and about, which I'm a little nervous because like our routine and like the time we're leaving is not matching up with like what it should. Like I always try to leave right after pumping, right after Decker has a bottle, so we don't have to worry about it for a couple of hours, but like it just did not work out this morning. So I'm curious how things are going to go. If you ever see me in a button up, it means I'm just going to be having a nursing day because it's just a lot easier just to like yeah. So we're gonna see. Hopefully we can find like a private spa. I don't know, but all I know is that I'm not gonna not enjoy a nice day outside, all because like our schedule or our routine isn't the best. Just throwing on some sunscreen, and we are gonna be on our way. And you guys know this is the sunscreen that I swear by, Ulta MD. Literally, I just read in an article that Hailey Bieber used it like years ago at this point. I think that was like 2022. And I've been using it ever since. I just booked an emergency eyebrow appointment because I looked in the mirror today. I literally have 2 caterpillars on my face. Like, I have not gotten my brows done since before I gave birth to Decker. It's been way too long, and I'm just going to European Wax Center. I'm still using a pass that I got in college. Like, I got like one of those, like, I don't know what it was, like buy 10, get 10 free, something crazy. All I know is I thank College Clancy every time I come here, and I don't have to pay to get my brows done. It's insane. Okay, she did such a good job. I'm always so scared when getting my eyebrows done. There's no feeling more vulnerable than when you're just laying there on the table and you just feel like, you just feel it all happening and you don't know what's happening, because I've had my fair share of incidents, to say the least. But today has just been amazing. Like right now it's 5:30 on the dot. The sun is shining. And it just feels so good, like, but I stand by it though. I feel like in order to appreciate spring and summer, you need winter. So I don't even hate winter. I don't, like, now that I don't work outside, it's really not that awful. Obviously, I'd prefer to be able to, like, get out and about and go out and go for nice walks like we did today, but I don't know. It's just like a little bit of torture makes like the end prize so much better. That might sound weird, but the only thing is Decker slept like 80% of our walk, which is a good thing. I realized like I truly need to leave the house every single day if I want him to nap, because that's when he will nap, is if he's in his stroller, on the go, even if I'm wearing him like in the baby carrier. That's when he naps. It's not like, it's not in the crib, because the second I put him in the crib, like even if he falls asleep on me, he's up and he's not happy about it. Like, let me tell you that. So he was sleeping, which it's funny because I was thinking about this when Decker was like, I don't know, just like 2 months old, when I first started taking him out and about. I would pray for him to be asleep. Like, I didn't want him to be awake, because when he was awake, like, that made me nervous of like, oh my gosh, is he going to start crying? Is he going to be unhappy? Is this? Like, I just was so nervous about all of that. And like now I'm like, no, like I want the guy to be awake. Like I know what to do if it just like, I'm obviously a lot more confident, but it's honestly not even anything I was doing wrong back then. It's just so different. As your baby gets older, it just gets easier. At least that's been my experience. And I feel like there was so much pressure that I was putting on myself. Like no one else was putting it on me to get out and about when he was, just a couple of months old. Like I feel like I can't just stay home all the time. Like that's just not right. And like, here's the key though. It's not even that I wanted to go to all these like different places. It's just that like, I felt like I had to. And I wish someone would have told me, no, I didn't. Enjoy those newborn days. Enjoy the newborn bubble. Like it was a lot harder for me to leave my house. It's just like, and the thing about the newborn phase, at least for me, I always need to like preface that, I didn't truly know Decker. Like now I know him, right? Like I know him. Like it's like, gosh, like front and back. But is that even front and back? That literally does not make sense. I think the expression is like the back of my hand. But anyway, back then I'm still trying to figure him out. And not to mention he was wanting to nurse literally every hour. And then once 3 p.m. hit, he wanted to be nursing every second. So that just made things so much more complicated. And it was a lot easier for me to just be home. And by the way, we were going for outdoor walks. I was lucky I had him at the end of September. I was able to go on really long outdoor walks with him, like just like around the neighborhood for quite a while through November, I think. Like we were getting still some nice days in November. So it's not like I wasn't leaving my house, but I felt like, I don't know, I was seeing on social media people taking their newborns to restaurants and bars even, and sporting events and concerts I've even seen. And I'm like, geez, like everyone's doing all of these things. And I didn't need to do any of that. And if you want to do that, that's totally fine. But it just was so much harder, and it does get so much easier. And now I love going out and about with him. Like it makes all of the little trips that you normally do a little bit more difficult. Like you just have to think a lot more, like get the diaper bag, unload the stroller, load the stroller back in, right? Like just to go to the grocery store, for example. but it makes it so much more fun. Like, going to the grocery store is normally not a fun event, but if Decker's there and I'm pushing him through, even if he's sleeping, just looking down at him is like so cute. And if he's awake, watching him look at the world, like, and be like, where the heck am I? And he's smiling, and it's just the best. So it's easy in various phases of motherhood to be like, this is it. This is how it's going to be forever. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that, oh my gosh, like, if you're in one phase, you're going to be out of that phase before you can even blink. And then you're in a new phase. And in my experience, it's been just better and better and better and better, because Decker is like becoming a human now, and it's just so much more fun. Before, in the newborn phase, I feel like it's almost like they're like little dolls. Like, they're not truly humans yet, almost. Is that weird to say? I don't know. That's my personal take, though. I decided to whip up a batch of the banana chocolate chip muffins that I'm obsessed with. I'm going to bring some over to my parents tomorrow, but this is just your weekly reminder that muffins exist and you should bake them. How does it feel to be married to an anonymous person?
An anonymous person?
A forgettable person, if you will. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah, the person at Corito doesn't remember you.
Yeah. Today at Corito, which I go to more than Zach, we were in the middle of our meal.
You don't go to more than me.
Lately, yeah. We're in the middle of our meal, and then the person comes over who I know, like, I literally always see her. She's like the best. And she's like, oh, here are some free, like, gift cards, because, like, and she's looking at Zach, because I know you come in all the time, and then she looks at me, who was always there, and she's like, and, like, what'd she say, like, if you ever want to come in, too?
She's just like, I always see you and not you, or something.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen this woman since, like, 2016, so we go way back.
Oh, God.
You're just,
Yikes.
You're the side chick. I knew my Corito lady before I knew you. She was dishing out the meals.
But yeah, it's like a thing that Zach is so, like, noticeable, recognizable. We've had this happen so many times before.
Yeah, well, when you got a face like this, that scares people.
Morning, guys. I am about to get ready to record the podcast for the first time in weeks. We normally are pretty good with sticking to once a week, every Tuesday, new episode, but sickness has just overtaken us. It's just that time of the year. Even though, it's starting to get, like, nice outside. Like, I feel like, I don't know, we're late to the party of sickness, but it has been rough. And then even last week I was better, but I had just no one to watch Decker. So obviously, if no one can watch your baby, like, I've thought about it. I'm like, could I try to record a podcast with Decker there? No. Like, right now he's just under me with, like, this little fish toy and a sloth he's looking at, but that only buys me like 5 to 10 minutes max, not an hour's worth of podcast recording. Also, everyone always talks about, like, the It Cosmetics CC creams. Like, I always have heard people talk about them. I got both of them. One is like a nude glow. The other one's just the original. I don't like them. Am I the only one? I feel like they're, like, almost too thick. Like, I'm gonna try this nude glow right now again, and the reason I'm doing it is I just need to, like, get rid of them at this point. Like, there's no way I could throw this out. This was way too expensive. I think it was like, almost $40? It's just, like, it's not the consistency I want. I feel like it oxidizes on my face weird. I mean, clearly it's not my shade, but this is, like, okay, but that's annoying. It's the shade light. This is not light for me. Like, this is way too dark to be a light. I guess maybe they have even lighter shades and I mismatched myself, but I don't know. I guess it's not awful, but it's just definitely not, like, my go-to. I probably won't be repurchasing this, but I just try to, like, get through it on days when I'm not really going to be, like, out and about and seeing people. That's when I'll take advantage. Like, if I'm just recording the podcast, you obviously can't tell, like, okay, clearly I need to add some sort of powder situation because I am so shiny, but it's so weird going into my wardrobe and wearing some of my pregnancy go-tos. Like, this was such a classic shirt for me during my pregnancy, and it's, like, weird seeing it now sans belly. Like, and I feel like, there's nothing you can do. I wasn't gonna get a whole new wardrobe, but I kind of feel like I did stretch out some of my clothes with my belly, which is fine. But yeah, it is a miracle that I was able to get, I really need to fix. It is a miracle I was able to get my makeup done. My mom is downstairs with Decker now, which I went through like a little phase, like probably, maybe this was when I was like 3 months postpartum, where I was like, all right, this is it. Like, I'm just never gonna wear makeup again. I recorded like all of our podcast episodes, no makeup. Like, I mean, I really just felt like I didn't have time. And I also was just like, I guess I just got to embrace this, like just not having any time. Like, it just is what it is. And now I'm like, you know what? Like, no, like I love wearing makeup. I love getting put together. Is it realistic and possible for me to do every day? No, like not even close. But like, if I can really, really try my hardest to find the time, I don't know, a couple times a week. I don't think as a mom, you should have to wear makeup. Like, if you don't want to get ready every day, that's totally fine. But if you want to give it a shot, I think it's worth it. Like, it just makes me feel somewhat like myself again. And it's not always easy. I mean, trying to keep a baby entertained while you're doing your hair and makeup, not the easiest, but it's nice to do every once in a while. I just whipped up some Hungry Root for lunch. This is the green goddess salad, I believe. I've never had before, but I just had a couple of bites and oh my gosh, so freaking good. But I'm annoyed. Where are you guys buying your grapes if you're a fellow red seedless grape eater? Because I've been getting them from Kroger and they just have not been tasting good. Like, they look good. These look amazing, but they're sour. My mom and Decker are back from, oh. This lighting is better, but back from their walk. We're being extra cautious with the mask. You're fine, obviously.
Yeah, just a cold. It's just lasting forever. Until I have no symptoms, I don't feel like ill.
We just like to keep things safe around
Everything for Decker.
Knock on wood. It's amazing that I don't
even say it.
I know. Aside from all of the illness, how have you been liking Cincinnati so far?
It has been good. The people are just so nice. I keep telling Dad, I repeat over and over, for me to go into Home Depot and have like not one but maybe 4 different workers ask if they can help me with anything, and if I ask for something they walk me there. The parking lot of Kroger, a young man wanted to help me put my groceries in my trunk, and of course, being from New York, I was like, yeah, like he's not gonna mug me.
Yeah, I know.
But just everyone is so nice.
Yeah.
I'll wait a little while before I start making friends. I am going to join the American Legion Auxiliary, which I'm a member in Malvern, and I just have to transfer my membership.
And you get your unlimited Decker time.
Unlimited Decker.
Well, actually, it's been limited. This is your first time seeing him in quite a while, just because your sickness.
Well, I've seen him from afar.
Well, yeah, we still have stopped by from afar.
Stop by for waves.
And you can probably see this in the background. Can't miss it. I thought I was ordering just a tiny bag of flour. Needed some baking ingredients for the muffins. And this is what I got. And like, Ken, you got like, sometimes I was about to say, sometimes I feel like you can't really tell to scale on camera, but I feel like you can. This is huge. It's 25 pounds. I wasn't actually thinking like what 25 pounds was, so
it's Decker is what it is.
Literally, like I think Decker is 20 on the dot. So if anyone needs any baked goods, I will be I'll be in my kitchen baking. Hopefully, let's get some new recipes in the mix. Let me know if you guys have any good vegan, like basically just dairy-free and egg-free. I'm intolerant to those recipes because I go for my same ones just because I love them, and my parents love them too. They've been fighting over my muffins recently. But let me know if you have any good recipes because I am all ears. Decker's just looking at me. He's smiling. He must wonder, like, why is my mom talking to this device? He's just looking at the camera right now. Get used to it, buddy. But anyway, I think I'm going to Asher, no. As Asher's licking his toy. I will once again have that link for Hungry Root below if you guys want to give it a try. 40% off your first box and a free gift for life in every box after. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.